right, scientists, today what I want you to do is play around with this interactive simulation lab that we are going to be looking at tomorrow, and you're going to be doing some things in class with partners and with the same lab. So I kind of wanted you to get the experience of playing with it. So what I want you to do is take a look at this, and I want you to play around with it, and don't be afraid of just experimenting with various things, but I want you to understand the nature of it. So if I take this all away, what we have here is a graph, and we've got two different variables. Anytime we're talking about speed, we're basically talking about distance and time. So in this case, we've got our y-axis with distance, and it's being measured in yards. We got 10, 20, 30, 40 yards, and we've got the time over 4 seconds. So this lab keeps things pretty simple, but there's a lot of various things you can do. For right now, if you just to keep this at 2 points of measure, it would just be two places in which you are measuring the distance. If I change it to 3, 4, 5, it takes you all the way up to 10. Now you can see nothing's being shown here, and that's because I haven't clicked on any of these. As soon as I click on show graph, you can see a line being shown, and if I add points, you can see points being added. So this is how you experiment with this lab. So if I show an animation, what that's doing is it's putting a runner down here. So this is kind of the nature of everything that I'm going to be doing today, and it's what you're going to be working around tomorrow. So I kind of wanted you to experiment with this a little bit today. So as I do this, I kind of want you to notice some things. If I add points, I can just add some points. I can move them around. I can move them up and down. And so with that, you can see the guy moved there. So I'm going to start him, and you can see him run. This is a simulation. This is what it would look like for me to graph, or this is what the graph of that motion would be. So you can see that again. So it's a really nice lab. It's pretty short, pretty concise, but there's a lot of things you can do. The thing I really like is you can drag this back. So if you want to really look at the time, what times things are happening, you can drag this back and analyze it a little more. So there's a lot you can do with this very simple little lab. You can add points and so forth, and you can make more complex motion happen as we go. So just a real quick thing, if you wanted to look at this, this is somebody running very quickly, slowing down. And I want you to think for a moment. I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be, but I want you to think, what would this look like? What is this indicating here? Okay. And then what would this look like? And what does this look like? Okay. So give some thought to that. And I'm looking at it here, and I want you to watch. All right. Now, did you see what he did right here? He ran backward, right? And then what did he do from here to here? And if you want to notice, you can drag this back. And again, you're going to be doing this once you log into your Gizmos account. And you'll notice you just stand still. So a flat line in this case indicates standing still. So that's the first thing I want you to do, is just experiment. All right? So go have fun.